This episode of DoD TV is brought to you by the new specially designed, lightweight, and durable Tenzing Hang Time Day Pack. Go further, hunt longer, Tenzing.
I'm just sick. I can't believe I did something so stupid that's never happened to me before. Taking my bow off the hanger as he's starting to move this way. I pulled my release and it fell and hit the platform. And he paused. And I guess he saw me moving the camera arm to get a better angle. And he just turned and lifted his tail halfway and walked off. What a stupid thing to do. I didn't see him looking at me.
That's brutal. It is so hard for me to watch that footage still. Seeing my target buck walk off into the timber like that. Well, there's still time for something to happen in this season, so hopefully stay tuned for an upcoming episode. But in this episode of Loophold's Dream Season Live, I'm taking a reprieve from private land hunting to hunting public land. That's right, from private to public. Doesn't happen very often, but I got permission from the suburban wildlife biologist and I got permission from the St. Louis County Parks superintendent to film my hunts, and so that's what we're doing. We're going on a public land hunt here in Loophold's Dream Season Live. We are going public land in a saddle, if you can believe it. This is a little different kind of scenario though. It's a managed hunt on St. Louis County park ground. Got the green light to film and it's game on. And yesterday I was out doing a little walking around and I found a great set of rubs and scrapes back in a cedar transition area where it moves into kind of an oak hillside.
When I say it's thick back in here, I mean it is thick. So I'm right on the edge of the oaks over here, and then the cedars up here. There are scrapes right there, and then another one up there. And you can see he's got this tree rubbed on. So he's definitely traveling through here. There's a little bench cut. And then this is the tree I'm gonna get up into with the saddle.
DeerCast was showing it was gonna be a good night, and I was up in the tree around 3:30, and the action started right off the bat.
It's 3:30 and I'm finally set up in the saddle. I got the bow hanging, got my backpack here, got the platform set up. This spot is kind of a gamble because right now the wind is coming from the south-southwest. I need a north or a west or a northwest for this spot. And I'm hoping that as evening approaches, thermals will take over and start pulling air down the hill here. Because I think the buck's going to come from up there or up there down to me. That's the hope. This is very low probability. Public land, saddle hunting, way back in the thickest cover. But sometimes, that great risk can yield a great reward. Now, it's just a matter of waiting for Mr. Big to show up. The other thing I should mention is that because this is public land, they don't allow trail cameras to be used. So I'm going old school with this hunt in the sense of I'm hunting off of deer sign. I have zero pictures of any deer back here. So we'll see if my old school woodsmanship skills can pay off. she was ready either. Just leave her alone. She doesn't want that. There's a buck coming from the west. Good to see him, but he's probably 2.5. Let's wait for his great grandpa.
We're doing a line of deer calls with HS. This is the Drury Outdoors Signature Series. This is the buck bark. I love this call because of the sound and the tones that it'll give you. The material is rubberized and it's flexible, so regardless of the tone you're desiring, you'll be able to get it. That's a standard tending grunt. It'll also do a popping sound of a buck that's actually standing there looking at an estrus doe. It's one of the only times they'll do this sound. It's also great for a growl or a bark. Then last but not least, the combination between a grunt and a snort wheeze. So incredible realism, incredible versatility from the buck bark, a brand new call in the Drury Outdoors Series in combination with HS.
Here's to never missing a day of hunting camp. Because with DeerCast, you can take camp with you all season long. Get ahead of your game.
Still a young buck. That was a good hit. I didn't have time to turn all my cameras on. Unreal. That just happened. Oh my goodness. You talk about close. You just can't get closer than that. I'm freezing. I'm freezing and I got a ton of adrenaline. Wow. She's been so supportive. The season can be so long, so tough. Hi, how are you?
I'm laying down for a little while. Did you get a buck?
You know I did.
Yay! Congrats, kudos.
Thank you, yeah. So he just went up the hill a little bit and I heard him cough and fall down. So I'm gonna get some of the guys together and do the recovery. I love you. Thank you for making time for me to get out. I appreciate it.
Thank you for feeding your family.
All right, we're gonna have buck burgers.
All right, buck it on.
She's all right. All right, now to unpack all the stuff out of the tree.
Josiah's here running camera. Jake came out to help do the recovery also. The cool thing about DeerCast track is I can see what organ I hit, and so right here it's showing me definitely in the lung area, and I did hear him cough when he was back up in the cedars, like something was wrong with his respiratory system. So that's a great confirmation. And then I can come down here and I can see like these videos are sorted by their proximity to my hit. So this particular video is gonna be the most relevant for my hit. We've given him probably about an hour and a half or so far. We're gonna sneak back up there, take a look at the arrow, and then take a peek back in the cedars and see if we can find him. I'm so excited, let's do it. Scene of the crime. That looks like good blood. Yep. That Rage Tri-Pan fully deployed. Blood all the way up and down that shaft and onto the fletchings. Looks good. We can see plenty of great blood, but we saw what no deer hunter wants to see, and that's a set of eyes shining back at him in the woods. It's been about 2 hours since the shot. Actually, we can't confirm that it's him. We just see two eyes staring back at us from the darkness. So we're going to make a strategic retreat, exercise some caution, and beat a retreat back to the truck and wait for a little bit longer. Okay, so we checked DeerCast track earlier on that hit, and DeerCast track is saying wait 3 hours. The kill in DeerCast track said it took about 2 hours for that deer to die. We're seeing eyeballs up there in the woods, and we don't want to push that deer. The hit looked great, but we don't want to make a mistake here. So we've been chilling out. We've been reviewing the hit on the computer, and just want to make sure that we do everything right. I'm in a rush to get up there, but I'm using DeerCast track to ensure that I don't screw something up on my buck. We waited another few hours, in fact, until 9:45. We went back to check on him, and he still had his head up. So I made the call to let's just back out for the night. There might be coyotes in the area. We might lose him. He might get up, but I don't want to make a bad decision here.
Big spatter right here and on the tree. And there's lots of blood. These aren't just little pinpricks, these are big splatters. Oh, there he is. There he is. Yes. That's right where he was last night. That was him. Oh, man. He's beautiful. Oh, man. Oh, I was so relieved. I had such a hard time getting to sleep last night despite how tired I was. And then I woke up again at 3 o'clock just thinking about this guy out here. Coyotes didn't get to him, so that's awesome. It's nice not having any regrets. Like, we didn't push it last night as much as I wanted to. DeerCast track said to wait 3 hours, we waited 4, and it seemed like he still needed a little more time. So it's just nice to have that second opinion, because if it were up to me, like with that hit, I would have thought like a half hour tops, but it just was not the case. I just had a little more caution as a result of the track to come recover this deer. Now, I gotta get my hands on him here. Oh man. Oh, wow. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 10. He's a 10. A perfect Missouri 10, public land, in a saddle. Oh my goodness. Just because you're hunting public land doesn't mean there aren't some good deer out there. Boy, just gotta be willing to work for it. Yes. There we go. He's mine. That's public land hunting.
Mossy Oak works, what can we say?
Wow, a Missouri public land stud. Unbelievable. This guy came in looking for a fight, and he sure got it. Just wasn't the guy he was looking for. You know, part of the reason that this hunt all happened was St. Louis County Parks opened up their grounds for managed hunts. Got back into some really thick cover here. These cedars are so thick. Using the saddle to get back into really thick cover, that was huge. Scent control, the scent management, I crushed all my gear. I'd washed it. I used nose jammer on my boots as I came in. They didn't pick up on me, which is huge. This guy came in, he was probably at 8 or 10 steps. Very, very close. Didn't hurt that he was also focused in on the other younger buck looking to brawl, but boy, everything just happened so quickly. And just like that, my Missouri public land managed hunt deer tag is punched. What an incredible night. DeerCast said great, and it really was great.
We're adding new videos every week, so make sure to click that subscribe button and check out all of our amazing content. This episode of Dream Season Live is brought to you by MOTV. For access to all our Drury Outdoors TV shows, head over to the MOTV app today.